muskrat, muskrat, candlelight, doing in the town and doing it right. The evening, it's pretty pleasing. Muskrat Susie, Muskrat Sam, doing the jitterbug in Muskrat Land as they should. And Sammy's so skinny, and they whirl and they twirl and they tango, moving like no jingle jango, feeling like the heavens above. Looks like muskrat love. Nibbling on bacon, chewing on cheese. Sammy says to Susie, won't you please be my missus? She says with kisses. Now he's tickling the fancy, rubbing her toes, muzzle to muzzle, anything goes as they wriggle. Sue starts to giggle, and they whirl and they twirl and they tango, moving like no jingle jango, feeling like the heavens above. Looks like a muskrat love. Thank you very much. That's nothing. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's me again. We're here doing the old, doing the stuff. That was Muskrat Love, a song about muskrats, smelly little buggers. But apparently they fall in love with other muskrats. They do. This next song I wrote. I didn't write the first one. That was written by somebody else. I wrote this one, and it's about a Dutch girl, and it's called Lorna, which is really ironic because their name is Doris. But it's called Lorna. I don't normally do anything. I'm not going to play this song. I met you in a backstreet bar in Amsterdam. You were out for what you are, not for what I am. With your broken English, played a couple of fools. We went out in the middle of the night and we broke down all the rules. Along, 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 along the lane. 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 With your flowers, your rocking chair, your rabbit and your room, your crazy kind of smile brings down all the tunes. We went out to the reading bar, mixed with your kind. That is when I realized so far to go in my mind. Along, 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 along the lane. Along, 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 Lorna, Lorna Lee. Oh, Lorna, 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 Lorna Lee. Oh, Lorna, 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 Lorna Lee. There we hippies, groupies, you ladies of the night, ones that brought down tomorrow, the others that gave up the fight. There were your cowboys, your rowdy boys, your singers in a band, ones that went back to the farm, back on the land. Oh, Lorna, 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 Lorna Lee. 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 Thank you very much. Thank you. That was a song called Lorna. Eleanor Broughton, her name was. She was a Dutch girl, probably about my age then. Oh. I wonder what she's still. Anyway, yeah. This next song, I also wrote. I used to sit on the edge of the wedge, having a pot of tea with my wife, and we used to sit there and watch all the cars go by, and wonder where the Hanover everyone's going. Where does anyone go in this city with a car? I've got a car, but I don't normally drive about just for the hell of it. But I should have restrung these bloody Metron. This is called the Red Car, which is ironic, really, because I wrote it about a green car. I've got a green car, but it's not right yet. Shut up! Shut up! Go away! It's called the Red Car. Oh dear. It's nerves, isn't it? You get a bit nervous. Even me at 85, I still get nervous coming up here. Go driving through the city lights, dreaming of a red car. She comes out looking pretty nice, with a weight on her mind. He's a bit naive in his ways, and she's living for the American dream. But he don't know what it takes to go falling apart at the seams. Looking for love in the city, look for love on a Saturday night. Look for love in the city. Open everything, open everything, open everything. Gonna be alright. He go walking through the city streets, stars sparkling under his feet, but he don't know what it's like to go living out in the streets. broken glass and alcohol. Sure plays tricks with a mind, but he knows there's wolves out there just looking for what they can find. Look for love in the city, look for love on a Saturday night. Look for love in the city. Open everything, open everything, open everything. Gonna be alright. That certain night, the night we met, there was magic abroad in the air. There were angels dining at the Ritz and the nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. I may be wrong, I may be right, but I'm perfectly willing to swear. When you turned and smiled at me, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. Look for love in the city, look for love on a Saturday night. Look for love in the city. Open everything, open everything, open everything. Gonna be alright. Thank you. That's the red car. That's that one out of the way. Marvellous. Bloody marvellous. A little slug of me beer, and then I'm going to retune, and then we've got a few more minutes. I think what I'll do is I'll matron. This is a little friend of mine. I don't know. I just like him. He's very. He's a crow. This is a friend of mine called. I don't know what he's not got a name yet. I think I'm calling Kant. After the German philosopher. Well, what do you think I was saying? This is Kant, the crow. Say hello to no, sorry, you meant to go. Say hello, to the ladies and gentlemen. Anyway. Back in 1984, when I moved down to this place from Southwark. So I used to live in Southwark over the hill. I joined a thing called with Terry Shulman and a good friend of mine, Tim Barrow, and we published a book called River Street Ranters, because we used to get a thing called Ranters. Anyone knows about Ranters? Did anyone's mothers and fathers say about Ranters? No. Well, it's a poetry music evening. Shut up! It's a poetry music evening, and this book was published, and it's full of. And if anyone knows Timothy Barrow, who's a Buddhist, he's a poet and a Buddhist. He's a good friend of mine. Well, he's not actually. I don't like him really, but no, I do. Well, I'm quite fond of him. But he's published this book, and what I'd like to do is read a poem. Oh, okay. I'm not going to read a poem from the book. The crow's going to read a poem. The crow is going to read a poem from the book. very much. Well done. Thank you. Okay, that's got that stupidity out of the way. Now,
that explains why you're associated with Terry Shields.
yeah, I know. I'm going to retune now because normally, see, if I was multiplexing, I would retune. Anyone know Terry Shulman? No? Yeah. Absolute genius. He's mad as fish.
Good old Terry.
Good old Terry.
Good old Terry.
Some say good old Terry. Bread. I'm not going to do bread. No, I mean Terry does it far better than I do. He gets the audience.
He's never learned words, so he always has to read it.
He has to read it. That's the. This song. Oh, we had a CD released. No, we didn't. Back in the old days, we used to have tapes. And this was a tape we made. And this is a song, I read a book called, by John le Carrier called Little Drummer Girl. And it's called Toys from Heaven. Because what used to happen is there was the good guys, which I don't really want to incriminate myself because of, I've just read Big Brother and I don't really want to incriminate myself. But the good guys were fighting the bad guys. And the good guys couldn't get the bad guys because the bad guys used to hide. And what the good guys did is they tied toys, they tied incendiary devices to toys and dropped them, and then the bad guys come out and the little kids picked the toys up and blew up. Which, not really good really, is it, man? Have I lost this? Have I lost it? No, this guitar, it's not sounding. While England she bleeds for a woman, there's fighting in the Lebanon. I read it in the papers, you see there's so much going on. While the bombers drop toys for the children, while they're asleep in their beds. So when they awake in the morning, it'll make sure they are dead. It'll make sure they are dead. Well, man, he felled him a forest a few thousand years ago. Now on top there lies just sand, but below there is oil. Below there is oil. While the bombers drop toys for the children, while they're asleep in their beds. So when they awake in the morning, it'll make sure they are dead. It'll make sure they are dead. We need oil for our factories and our money, it buys the need to live the way we are, full of our Western greed, full of our Western greed. While the bombers drop toys for the children, while they're asleep in their beds. So when they awake in the morning, it'll make sure they are dead. It'll make sure they are dead. The papers don't tell the whole story. They try not to concede. We need oil for our papers, for you and I to read. For you and I to read. While the bombers drop toys for the children, while they're asleep in their beds. So So when they awake in the morning, it'll make sure they are dead. It'll make sure they are dead. While the bombers drop toys for the children, it'll make sure they are dead. It'll make sure they are dead. Thank you very much. I've got to go because I'm going over my time now. I'd like to thank everyone for listening. I was going to do another one, but no, there's another guy who's getting up here and we got half an hour and we've got to go. We've got to go. Right, thank you. Cheers. Right.
I was very rude then.
Right.
People weren't here when you told the story about your brother.
That one what?
And I think I'm a bit rude. That's exactly, I thought that the other night. No, when it's 24, oh no, eh? Don't matter. That's all right. That's me done.
Heidi Cole, everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you.